out in the cold. And I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, out in the cold. And I don't mind not knowing where to go. Where do I go? But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. Yeah. I don't mind the path that I had to walk, and I don't mind all those words that I had to talk, and I don't mind all those flings that I had to fling, and some of those words I spoke I just had to sing. I just had to bring the best that I had to give, and being tested by these blessings that I had to live, changing dressings on the scars that I had within. It's a daily operation, you just gotta grin before it gets too grim and life pins you in. You gotta think like a shark and show your fins, whether alone in the dark or with an audience. Believe you're the hottest commodity since the iPhone lobotomy. You follow me? I'm hoping probably. I'm talking openly and don't know where the road could be. The crosshairs, the red dot, or the poison drip. So take a message from this song, that's all I have to give. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. They leave you in the rain, then hang you out to dry. I wonder how so many people get by. And then one day you wake up and start to realize that anyone you know could be called up at any time. Can't press rewind, can't flip the tape, so might as well not live in the past and dwell on hate. People talk strange shit to get to the gate, and if you know me well, you know I call them doors of fate. I take what I need, but not too much. I never open the door if the handle was hot to the touch. You gotta find an alternate way out of the flames. They want you in the spotlight, they want you just to take the blame. But all the same, it's like a wheel with these fucking hipsters. Instead of more rappers, we could use more active listeners. But I don't mind that a lot of things are actually happening, cause I'm a music slave and this is what I'm coming strapped with. Cause I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain.
Eat your vegetables!
One last drink and I'll be gone. Make it count with the flash on. Never really felt like I belong, so I'll be on my way and I won't be long. I'll be dead by dawn. 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 Scrolling through my texts, shit I left unread.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Indoor Farmer Reviews number 98. We're going to talk about a lovely subject tonight. Let me tell you, it's showtime. So enough of that. What's up, everybody? Tuesday night, 8:30 Central Time. The Indoor Farmer Reviews number 98. Number 98. If you all could be so kind as to hit those smash buttons and like those share buttons and all the good stuff out there, guys. If you didn't watch the show last night, we had an excellent show with Sir Stevo on Monday night. I was showing off a whole new grow setup, and therefore there's a pretty much bigger grow light in my eyes all the time. So not only do I get to wear these cool sunglasses with the Indoor Farmer on the side, wait, right here. You can't really see it, but you can see there's words there. But I also am wearing them because there's light right in my face. But then thirdly, to tonight's topic, everybody, if you didn't read the or look at the cover photo or read the title, we're going to be doing a little bit of a movie review tonight, and it's a movie that's near and dear to my heart from when I was a kid. You know, we a lot of us saw the original when we were kids, Beatlejuice, you know, and don't get me to say it 3 times. We're going to say it just the one time, right? But then we're checking out the sequel, right? And we're going to kind of look back at the original, of course, because guys, I got a lot to say about this one. But then on top of that, we are going to do a number spin for subscribers. Everybody looks like they've been getting in on the number posts. If you haven't done that yet, please do so. But back to what I was saying. Thirdly, with the movie Beetlejuice, does anyone remember in the very first one, in the original Beetlejuice, the guy with the glasses on and like the suit, like he's like a ghost off to the back, like doesn't really, there's no lines or anything. Does anyone remember that? He's got sunglasses on and like a suit. I swear, I feel like I look like that guy. There might have been 2 guys, if I'm not mistaken. Brenda remembers it. Okay, thank you, Brenda. I'm not going insane. I didn't completely watch the very first one. I don't know why I keep saying very first one. There's only 2, but I didn't watch the first one before watching the second one or before this show. But I remember it enough. I mean, I saw it. You know, look, nice honking model. You know what I mean? Honk honk, like something like that. Like we're gonna talk about that here. We're gonna show the trailer of the first movie. Kind of go back over it a little bit, member berries, if you will. Now, remember, I'll try to spoiler alert you guys before I start talking about the second one, but I can't guarantee that. But the sunglasses kind of look like the indoor Unabomber. Okay, William. Okay, I see that. I see that in me. Shouts out to Rumble. Rumble came out strong tonight. Rumble's stronger than Facebook tonight. Cheers to Rumble. Last night, some of you guys might have seen it on Rumble. Last night we had a not a death threat, a wish for execution from me and Steve-O from Rumble, from a person over on Rumble. Bodacious something or other. Really, really ridiculous name. Wishing for our execution. Wow, that was intense. You know? I mean, not really that intense, but pretty cool. Like, hey, we got our first death threats. Yeah, we've made it. Have we made it? They're like, oh, just another couple more druggies looking for that need execution. Kind of how that's how it read. There was a Beetlejuice cartoon. Yeah. Oh, Jess, you made me say it twice. Don't make me say it again. Wait, did I already say it 3 times? I might have already said it 3 times. But that was fun to pretend. Yeah, Jess, it's like Beetleman, right? Candy Juice, Candyman. Oh no, you say Candyman. Oh, I said it twice. Oh, you guys are gonna get me in a lot of trouble on this show tonight. Oh my gosh. bringing what else you got out there? Leprechaun. We're gonna bring Leprechaun. Anyone gonna throw me a coin? Oh crap! I think I have a coin from a Leprechaun. DJ shared me out. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Anybody that shares me out and all that good stuff, appreciate it. If you want to get in on the spin tonight, you just have to be a subscriber. It pays to be a subscriber. So I think in all the ways that I do things, it's way more valuable than what you pay. Hey, what's up, Sandy? I see you on the kick. Cheers to the kicksters. Now watch. I won't get tonight. Now that I'm paying attention to the kick chat, I won't get the raid from Twisted Cannabis. Last night we got raided on Twitch and on Kick. So shouts out to Twisted. Thanks for that. And Jess was there. And you were there. And you were there. And you. Must have been before I got home. Brenda, oh yeah. I was like seeing, I was like, go over to Rumble. Anybody that's got Rumble, go say hi to our new friend. I think Country Boy went over there to say hello, but they were gone. They were long gone. They didn't really want to stir up this hornet's nest, but you know, I guess I'm gonna keep talking about it. It was fun. You know, maybe they'll come back. I was calling her. I guess it said burlesque in the name. I'm assuming gender here, but them. I was calling them bootylicious. I thought that was good too. It was good stuff. But hey, you know, it is what it is. So let's hear it in the comments. How many of you guys have seen the original? Brenda's seen the original. I want to see how many of you have seen the original versus how many of us have seen the sequel. There's 30 people in the house right now. Let's see what everybody says. There's at least 8 of you that might comment. I always share you out. Thank you very much, Jess. You're not no big deal. That's what the hash and dash is for. That's what it's all about. You saw it, Crystal. Okay, you saw the original, Margaret. Has anybody seen the sequel? Terry, what's up, man? Terry, that was interesting. They were talking about fishing. What was that? What was that post recently? You're like, I'd love to try fishing like that. What was that? I can't remember. But it was pretty cool, though. I gotta say. You have not seen the new one, Crystal? Okay. You saw the original SMB, okay. So most of us saw the original. I guess it would have been easier for me to say, you know, who hasn't seen the original. You know what I mean? What's up, John? You know what would have been cool is if I drew a door on my wall behind me. I could have done this so much more cool. Like I need a staff. Over here. We could have done this so cool. You know, I could have gotten some green paint and had it around my mouth. You know, and I'd be like, hey everybody, welcome to where are we again? I always hate these transfers. We're on Indoor Farmer or something 98. Yes. Beetle drink, yes. Breakfast juice, orange drink. Yeah, what was it? Right? It kind of reminded you of like Joe's apartment. There, he turns into a little a beetle. So okay, scale of 1 to 10. How's my Beetlejuice? At least audio impression. Clearly, I don't look like him. I mean, I did. You know, fast for this show. I'm all skin and bones now. But I don't think I look like Beetlejuice, you know what I mean? Bang on, Brenda, you're liking it? Okay, thank you. I didn't practice, but you know, I just felt like it was just in me. You know what I mean? It's just there. It's just there. I'm like a amateur. I'm a very, very amateur impressionist, you know. You heard the sequel wasn't very good. Sheena, that's what we're going to get into. There were a few decent parts. I'm not going to get it play by play and everything, but it wasn't what I was hoping. You know, they could have done so much better with it. And I see it myself. I could see how it could have been way better. We need like a what's his name? A Schneider cut. We need a Schneider cut of this one. You don't go to the movie theater. Yeah, it's too expensive. Yeah, well, you go during the day, Jess. Go during the day. You know, randomly, like you get in there like $4 or $5. You know what I mean? Like it's a hell of an experience for a few bucks during the day. I love that. As soon as it comes on HBO, you'll watch it. Okay. Well, let's just be honest here. I have other ways of seeing things. You know what I mean? These X-ray specs, for example. You know what I mean? I said his name, and now bang on. Wait, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by this. You said his name, and now bang tang or bug tang. Who's bug tang? Oh, that's his name. I get it. I was reading that differently. I like your skeleton shirt. Thanks, Jess. I want to say it glows in the dark. I'm not 100% sure though. Hello, Steph. Hello, hello. So we're gonna share in. I don't want to go too quickly, but I'm not trying to make this episode take too long. But let's see. We've already got queued up what's this? To share audio. Share. Okay. Already got it chewed up and queued up. We're just going to watch it muted, of course, because we can't be. I could put this up, and my intro gets me to hit every night from some country somewhere. It's not a full on copyright hit. It's just like a thing where it says some country somewhere doesn't like this music. Anyway, we'll do this for a second. Hey, we're just gonna watch this thing, and I don't know. I mean, you tell me, like, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? We got to check it out. Educational, you know what I mean? Listen, those other movies, they meant nothing to me. Okay, they meant nothing to me. You guys are the ones. Okay. Sorry, I'm done. Having too much fun with that. Okay, let's share in this guy here, and we got to mute the music. So we're gonna watch the original. It's gonna keep it muted, and we're gonna slow it down way slow. We're gonna pump up the specs, pump up the beautifulness of it. Okay. So it's just playing real slow. We're gonna go through the member berries of the original Beetle sauce, original juice. Juice is loose. These guys were awesome. That was like part of the whole appeal of this movie. It was sort of like two movies happening in one, right? You guys remember this? How you had this couple trying to navigate dying and figuring out this whole purgatory and all this stuff, and not being able to handle like living like falling through the floor like she just did. And so that was funny and everything, but then you had this whole secondary thing of Beetlejuice. I can't finish it. Okay, so you have the whole second thing with that, and oh wow, remember these guys? Remember when they changed? Like this part was dark and funny. This original movie was, to me, a fairly scary movie while also being very funny. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't super family friendly per se, and still funny, still goofy in some ways. You had the whorehouse Beetle Scud over here, Beetle Man. He had the whorehouse, and that was great. It was great stuff, and all of that stuff was so many adult innuendos. And then this lady, I love that lady's character because she was like the only one in purgatory that kind of knew what was going on. Like she was the only one that was actually. I love that part. Oh yeah, Always good stuff. Oh, here we go. Slow motion. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Oh, I'm gonna get copyright claimed. Hey, showtime. Anyway, there was a lot to unpack in this first one. It's going kind of fast. I thought I told it to go real slow, but it is very short too. It's only a minute and 36 seconds. Like, look at those special effects from back in the day. Like, that's actually really good. This movie holds up pretty well too, I gotta say. And his teeth and his makeup. Pay attention to the way he actually looks in the original. You look at him in the second one, and it just feels like they got the cheapest makeup person they could find to do his makeup, and that you can see on the trailer. So, not necessarily a spoiler. His teeth aren't done up. But he's barely. It looks like he's got some like green Kool-Aid lips from drinking too much green Kool-Aid, like kids do in the second one. The first one, it's like, wow, he looks like rotted. And then there were also these side characters in the first one. And she played a really good role in the first one too. She's in the second one. Of course, you've probably seen her in the trailers if you watched it. Even this is really good special effects for that time. Oh yeah, the smoker. There was some really good different, like, had various characters in the undead world. There were all kinds of different powers that Beetlejuice had. Man, like, it's really just making me sad watching this trailer. Like these spikes, and look at this, man. Like, he was the ghostess with the mostest, right? Wasn't that his one of his taglines? Oh, it's the Inferno Room with the girls on girls, or whatever it said. And then the circus. Oh my God, man. Like, there were so many good moments where he was just like powerful, but also funny. Like, very, not like how Jack Sparrow, you guys know Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean, how he's like really like cowardice, but he kind of still becomes he's sort of still badass somehow at the same time, but this is different than that he's like badass while also being funny at the same time, and that's a different thing altogether. It's going to play another little piece, I'm guessing. Maybe no, that's just all right. Okay, so that's the first one, and actually here's a longer version of it. Here's best scenes. Actually, here we go. Let's do this. It's probably better even still. We're just going to play it real slow. And it's on HD, I believe. Okay. Yeah. And so, I don't know. I just really like to remember all the awesome stuff that I totally missed from the first one. Like, all these different characters. And okay, let's just go into the spoilers, because that's what you guys came for. If anyone's in here right now who plans to watch the movie, you probably already know that I'm going to be talking about it. So let's just get into it. The second movie was crap. Okay, that's just my opinion, but let's get into why. There was very few characters there were characters, but they were just like, I don't know. There was like a flash dance mob from the 70s on a soul train. There was very few. There was like some cops, dead cops. Let's see. He had a bunch of the shrunken head people. All for some weird reason, they decided to make a whole bunch of shrunken heads, and like it was very cheap. It was very cheap. It felt very cheap. Anyone else in the comments watch the second one. I'm gonna get back to the comments here, but my bad, I'm not really watching. Oh, Joe, you said it in the comments. Oh no, wasn't it rated PG? You mean the original? The original might have been rated PG, but back then PG I think was different than PG is today. Yeah, it was a dark comedy for sure. Beetlejuice, yeah, my bad. Handbook for the recently deceased. Yes, that was good stuff. They had that. They had that in the second one, but it was really stupid how they ended up. I really thought the storyline was really bad. It was very bad in the second one. We're gonna get into it. Yeah, the ghostess with the mostest went woke. I wouldn't say that. It could have gone a lot more woke. It definitely so in the sequel there is a woman as the bad guy, as the antagonist, and the way that they set it up was really what's up? Cheers, Chance. They set it up really weirdly because they show this like, so first of all, somehow Beetle Scud, Orange Beetle, he's working in this office in the second one. Okay, so he's working down here in the purgatory or whatever. There's no explanation. There's zero conversation about it at all. And the only thing that happens is there's a new sort of like office manager. Instead of the older lady that's in this first one, you've got I forget the actor's name, but he plays an actor in the movie who died, and he acted as a cop so often that he like was pretending to be a cop while being dead as an actor in the movie. Very strange. Kind of I get the quirkiness of it, you know, he was kind of absent-minded and stuff. But look at this flat guy. Look at this flat guy. They didn't have that kind of stuff in the second one. This flattened roadkill guy, man. So cool. But anyway, the sequel was so cheap. They had this random guy who was clearly brain damaged. Like, it was the whole point was he does all of his stunts was the whole point in the second one. Like, I do all my stunts and did all my stunts and this and that, and I was action hero, and but then he had like half of his skull missing, and so but they put him in charge for some reason. Like, it made no sense. He's in charge and he's just like off his rocker. In the first one, you had that lady was the stabilizing figure down here. Everyone else seemed kind of like insane or whatever. They're all kind of doing their own thing. They're all whatever. This guy seems like he's a good employee, right? But the lady that they go to talk to, like, she's the one that's like telling them, making sense to them. And she's got like, she ends up having the football team. You guys remember in the first one, a whole team of guys from on a bus from football team. They get in a wreck or something, and so they keep calling her coach in the first one. And so they pulled a little bit off of that, and they had a bunch of dead police as like this guy's, I don't know, little army of security or whatever. They had to come and like go after people and stuff. Like, it doesn't make any sense the way that they do it. They tried to reference things in a way, but other ways that was just it didn't make sense. And so in the sequel, you have Delia's still in it, and you have, what's the main character's name? I forgot her name now, but she's the one in this. She's the kid in this movie. She grows up. She has a kid of her own. Her own kid is sick of hearing about dead people because her mom becomes famous, and she's like like a medium, right? So she's up there talking to dead people all the time after the first one. That was kind of cool. She had this sort of ability that she could see dead people and talk to them, ghosts, I guess. And that was sort of cool, but they just barely, like, they made it out to be this big like circus, basically, where she just did it for like a TV show. instead of sort of explaining it, like giving us a little bit of a whatever, a little flashback, a little middle ground. But so that's the living people, and they're all still living in that house, and they're doing their thing. She's rich and stuff, and in this area, in this like office here, this purgatory, there happens to be a janitor, right? And this was like one of the only funny parts in the movie. I guess maybe we should move on to the other trailer while we're talking about it. Let me look at where we're at here. 30 minutes, okay. Yeah, we can move on to the other trailer. This is just kind of giving us a little remembrance. Like, look at that. Like, that's some scary shit from the first one, man. Like he did not look that scary in the second one. This they couldn't even do something as scary as this in the second one. It was really sad, to be honest. I'd like to go back and let's go to the new trailer. But okay, I mean, like I said, there were some moments that I didn't mind, like such as this janitor. He's he's all blue, and it's Danny DeVito is this dead janitor who goes into his janitor closet and starts drinking his what was it, like antifreeze or laundry detergent or something like that. He's just drinking it, and like everybody, if you guys don't realize that the way that this movie or the way that this world works in this the Beetlejuice universe, the people die and they look like exactly how they died. Like however they died is what ends up like making them, so if they died from a fire, they look all charred up and that kind of thing. All right, let's play this while we talk. So this is the little girl. Like she did fine, I guess. Like I didn't really think anything of her. She wasn't. She's supposed to be the main character, basically, but I don't know. I didn't feel it. I wasn't really feeling any main characters in this. Beetlejuice kind of played a sort of side character of sorts. Like it felt really empty. And if you guys have seen it, chime in if you will. Let's see if anyone's out there that has seen the sequel. Of course, everyone makes fun of her because her mom looks at and sees dead people, and so it's just like low hanging fruit, you know. There was the back. So back to this janitor. We had Danny DeVito, and somebody knocks over some boxes in the what it says. It says unclaimed parts area, and someone knocked over some boxes and ended up being parts to this woman who started putting themselves back together. All right. And that could have been really good. They actually really missed the mark here on what they could have done. Like you saw it today, Todd. Okay, thanks, man. Stay here with me because man, I need someone to like, man, tell me if I'm off on this or not, because they got Beetlejuice basically an office guy now. He's got a big old beer gut, bigger than mine, and he basically is neutered. He doesn't. The look of his makeup was terrible. Like his mouth and everything just didn't have that look. It just had some like green like paint around his the edges, and then so the bad guy is his ex-wife, guys. So that's the big reveal of the movie. Beetlejuice was married or whatever, right? So now, if you remember in part one, so they did not make this connection. They did not make this connection in the sequel, but they should have, because that is the correct connection. In part one, when he goes to marry her at the altar, everyone's trying to stop him, right? The guy drives off the model in the tiny truck and hits him in the foot. They when they're trying to stop him, he pulls out a finger from his pocket. Yeah, okay. I guess his teeth are kind of rotted, but he just didn't look nearly as scary. Anyway, they, he pulls a finger out and takes the ring off of the finger. Does anyone remember this in part one? They take the ring off the finger, and he says, "Oh, she meant nothing to me. Don't worry, she meant nothing to me." You know, like he basically sets up the sequel with that line, and they don't even use it. They don't even connect to it at all, which I think is just ridiculous. Like it could have been a flashback, just that moment there. It could have been anything to make it connect, and then secondly, all they have to do is her daughter ends up saying his name 3 times, and he just pops back up like this. So it was kind of a cool, re-entrance of him. But then they basically start using his name as like a way to go back and forth. Not not the way it was in the first one. When you say that in the first one, he would come and he had like more powers. Like he had basically control over almost anything, And I'm not saying I want him to be like invulnerable, but in the second one, man, like yeah, okay, he can make a fire with his hand. I guess you see that happen twice. He really like I don't know, man. Like just looking at him there, this you could see a difference. He's older, obviously, but that's a lot of makeup on his face, right? Well, there's a whole room full of shrunken head people who work there for some reason. Like, I don't know. That was okay. Like there were parts that was like, okay, that's cool, but then it just felt different. I don't know. I didn't like it so much. But Tim Burton, I don't think Tim Burton's not alive anymore, is he? Let me see. I'm gonna have to look because I'm pretty sure they just keep using his name for anything that they use puppets. Too many Bobs, yes. Okay, so he's still alive. Wait, it doesn't say if he died. Let's see. He's 66 right now. Okay. So he I'm guessing he was in on it. But look at her, like the way they have her looking like they're like they tried way too hard to make her look exactly the same. And they made her very like very skittish the whole time. She had like no confidence in the whole movie. It was very strange. I mean, towards the end, maybe I guess the kind of she's dating this dweeb guy that's just using her for her money, and so okay, he does. This is like about the most Beetlejuicing that he does through the whole movie. He does tie her mouth shut, and then look how dark they made his eyes. Like they went like way overboard there. Supposed to just make his. Oh wow, he says, "Let me spill my guts to you." So they just went comedy with it. Like those guts should have had little snake faces on them or something. Little Beetlejuice snakes on them or something like that. I don't know. I guess I need to watch it one more time fully. There were plenty of special effects, but like, why does this guy have to hold it? Even though his head comes off, why does he have to hold it separated for the picture? I don't know. Yeah, he just looks run down in the second one, I guess. Oh, they did make him dance for a minute towards the end. Yeah, they had to. They had to just do something just like the first one. They're trying to copy as much as they can, but they didn't give you any legitimate like story. You know, the backstory was just garbage. His wife, they were married hundreds of years ago, and she was like trying to eat his soul or something like that because she's like a witch or whatever. So she's like super powerful. She stapled herself back together. She's like, ultimate, boss girl. And he basically cowers. He's just like a wimp in front of her. The Beetlejuice like just can't do anything. And I'm like, well, where's all of his cool powers? Like he doesn't do anything when she's around. It's crazy. She killed him and he killed her while she poisons him, and then that's why he's all green. And he kills her while he's dying. So he's dressed in his psychiatrist Beetlejuice costume, and he makes everybody point their phones back at them, which was mildly interesting. He makes them all get sucked into the phones. Oh, no, actually, I don't remember. Yeah, okay, yeah, they get sucked in. That's right. Yeah. I mean, they tried. They really like. I think they totally missed the boat on it. But hey, they could have had all this lore from Beetlejuice past, like because think about it. He's supposed to be this all powerful ghost that only that remember in the first one they found that flyer that they could get a hold of him to help with them get rid of their mortals out of their house or whatever. And so like there could have been past customers, there could have been like a whole thing about it, right? Or even at least just one reference to the same finger that he pulls out in the first one to be like, she meant nothing to me, honey. Like he takes the ring off her finger and he tosses the finger, and he's like, he puts that ring on, like that little connection right there. Like, oh, that was the lady that meant nothing to him. Okay. And then finally she gets her finger back, and from his pocket or something. Like, I don't know. It just was lacking. It was entertaining to an extent. Like I wanted to see the member berries. I wanted to see all the people from the first one. But you only get like three or four people from the first one, which is okay, whatever. But I don't know. Didn't do it for me. And I think a couple people, Todd's on the same page with me on that. You said it is coming. Wait, you said it. He is coming. You have said it. Wait, what? Oh yeah. I said it many more times. Yeah, I stopped. I couldn't really get through the whole episode without saying it more than 3 times. Ronald, what's up, my guy? They could have done it better. Yes, Chris, totally done it better. They could have made this like the start, like it could have been a 3-part, epic. Like I wanted it to be a little scarier. They could have gone a little more adult with it. Even they could have gone a little more adult than what they did last time. I would have been okay with a rated R Beetlejuice movie. Are you kidding me? What kid right now? There are no kids that are going, oh, I had to see Beetlejuice because it's a kid movie and I got to see it. No one would have known. If they would have said, okay, we're doing a sequel, all the people that saw the first one are adults now. We're going to make it rated R. We're going to get, freaking Tom Clancy in here or whatever, Stephen King or something, and make it, full on, Beetlejuice, right? Chris agrees. Okay. Well, we did pass 7:10, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the dabs out while we get some numbers passed out to everybody. And consider going over there to the old locals.com and signing up, guys. If you're watching and you enjoy my content, that's enough reason alone to come and support me. But then on top of it, we do a lot of giveaways. Actually, I have some hats to box up too. Still working on the some other situations first, but I've got, let's see, Bean Dongo ordered a hat. We got Trent Allgood with the all black hat. We've also got Miss Kasia who ordered a hat as well, and we're gonna let's see. I think that was all of them. Yep. So got some hats coming out. Make sure you guys order one before they're all gone. I'm moving on to shirts next. I may get some more hats, but I may not get the same type of hats. It might be from someone else. So, you might want to grab one of these while we still have them. We got flat bill, got curved bill. All right, smoke them if you got them. I was getting some of Beetlejuice's lines mixed up with the mask, where he says "smoking" on the mask. See, I could see them doing that again too, and then just ruining it. Why? They were literally just trying to go for the biggest audience they could go for, I guess. And I don't blame them for that, but they could have done better with even just for PG or for kids. It could have been much better. Just saying. Yep, I did say Bean. Yep, Bean got a hat then, and actually it had me sign it. I signed his hat. Hey Timothy, what's up, man? Make sure you go and get that number from the post. We're going to be going to get everybody put on a wheel here in a minute after I do this. This is a Dabaruni. I definitely could watch The Mask again. Yeah, there was a sequel. There was a sequel to The Mask, and it was actually not that long after The Mask. But they could do a real sequel with Jim Carrey. But Jim Carrey, I mean, I don't know. Let's face it. The Mask is probably a pretty physically demanding role. I don't know if he'd be up for it nowadays, But look at Michael Keaton with Beetlejuice. Like, he didn't do bad as far as the physical stuff. I don't know if they made him look fat on purpose or if that was just the actor. I was not 100% sure the way it looked. I'm like, man, this is they just wanted him to look like old and worn out and just worthless. And it was bad. Mask Junior, yeah, the second one, the sequel. He's no longer acting at all, Timothy. Well, sometimes they say that, and you never know what would bring him back. He's more activisting, more than acting, right? Jim Carrey, the activisting. All right, here's to Jim Carrey's acting career before he became a crazy activist who I don't agree with most of the time. Probably always had some similar opinions, but I mean, to what he has now. Not me, I mean him. Oh snap, my bear died on me. My bear died. Sad. Well, what did you guys think? I mean, the movie, I would still say the movie's worth a watch, but you're just not gonna it's not gonna be it's not better than the first one. We'll leave it at that. Cheers. That's some GMO. Oh, your bear fully completely died? Uh Maybe. I mean, I guess I feel like I need to watch it one more time. I have my ways here in the studio. It'll probably be out on Netflix soon, I'm sure. Yeah, it was definitely disappointing, and I wouldn't say they set it up for a third one. It looks like to me like they were just trying to a quick money grab. Let's make it and just shove it out there, and There was the parents of, man, why can't I think of the gothic girl's name who could see dead people now? Delia is her mom's name, I believe. But Delia and her husband were in it, sort of. Her husband didn't even get his face in it. He shows up like he was missing from a trip. They couldn't figure out where he was until they find him in the purgatory, where he's half of his body is gone. He had gotten bitten by a shark. So the top half of his body's gone. He's only talking through like some of his guts that are he's like squirting guts out everywhere, squirting blood up out of it. So that part was kind of cool. While he's talking, he's like, and it's just squirting, and it was kind of neat. But that was about the coolest thing they did for any of the special effects. They shouldn't mess with the classics, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know, like I could totally go for like a really cool sequel. Like I'm really hoping that like they make a Gremlins sequel that's supposedly they were doing that years ago. I don't know if it ever was ever going to happen, but they were supposed to be getting all the same characters in it from the first one. As many that were still alive and this and that. Lydia, thank you. Winona Ryder, yeah. Winona Ryder, she can do the ping pong ball trick, I thought. No, that was South Park. My bad. What are you talking about, Chris? Chris, this is the Indoor Farmer reviews, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. Tomorrow's my Grow Fam show, though. Tomorrow's on Grow Fam TV. I'm live on the Indoor Farmer on YouTube yet. Yes. Get out to Shirley while we put out some numbers. Gonna get some numbers. All right. Let's go over to Facebook first. Since I pull, game night players from locals first, I'm gonna go to my subscribers on Facebook to give them numbers first. I tell you what, though, I might no offense to my Facebook followers and subscribers, I might have to raise the price on the Facebook subscriptions just to further sweeten the pot over here on locals, because Facebook's be on some BS lately, and I'm worried that they could take mine away any minute over there, and it's just like everyone's gonna be booted from that. Everyone's like groups are getting taken down for no reason. Okay. So first we got Michelle Lynn on the Waylon the Indoor Farmer subs. Michelle's going to be number 1. Then we got Gabrielle. That's going to be number 2. Gabrielle, shouts out, came over to check me out on the X spaces that we did. Let's see all comments. There we go. Sheena wasn't going to show up until I hit all comments. Number 3. Okay, so we got 3 of them from my page group. Let's see. I'm also considering getting rid of but not using my page on Facebook anymore, because I have more monetization on my profile, and it would be a lot less back and forth all the time. And like, I don't know, there's a few reasons why I think it would be nice, but then again, I spent time building up my business page that's titled and specifically for just the show and stuff. So I don't know. It's a conundrum. It's a conundrum. So we got Kristen over here on my profiles subscriber page or subscriber group. She's number 4. Okay, and then we're gonna go to locals. Oh, all good, Chris. Appreciate it, man. I'm just like I gotta. I hate to be a stickler, but sometimes people call me Grill Fam because they think it's my thing, or they might do that with some of the other hosts too. And it's like I'm in Grill Fam. I am an admin. I do a show on Wednesdays, but I do 4 other shows, and I gotta make sure that's a distinction, because some people think they only watch me on Wednesdays, and I try to point that out now on Wednesdays. I forget that some people don't know that I do other stuff. Here we go on locals. Aegis Warrior number 5. Number 5. Johnny 5. I am alive. Do not disassemble. Okay. Gerald. I don't know if Gerald is in the house, but it looks like you commented on somebody else's comment, or you replied to someone else's comment instead of posting yourself. Let me look at the comments here. Gerald or Sandy, are you in the house? Oh, by the way, Margaret, you won last night a swag pack. Remember how I wanted to give you some swag and forgot to put it in the box when you bought the hat? Now karma has come full swing. There you are, Gerald. What's up, man? Go over to locals and comment, or make a comment on the post instead of you replied to somebody else's comment. Looks like. Yeah. I'm gonna skip up there because next is Sandy. Sandy is gonna be number 6 then. And there's not that many on here, so you'll probably be like 15 or something. John Rando, number 7. Shouts out, John. I'm not sure if I've seen you get in on the number wheel yet. And shouts out to John again for going over to X when I did an X space. I've been doing more spaces in the morning, actually with video too, so you can see me if you have an iPhone. Let's see. Next is Rose. Rose has number 8. But yeah, I'll be doing more of those, health and herb in the morning. So feel free to come over and join me. You can join audio. It's audio only. Next, we got Tommy Makeda at number 9. I'll get to the comments again in a second here. That's better. Thanks, man. Let's see. Michael Gray, number 10. Michael Gray came over and chatted with me over on X this morning. It's going to be my morning spot as I do work around the garden here. We got nobody at number 11. Perry Wood, number 12. Oh. All right, Shirley. All right. Shirley wanted to jump right up out of her. Goodness gracious. I should have the wheel on the screen so that all of the people missing out are gonna question Why am I missing out on this? Why am I missing out? Why am I missing out? I don't know. Okay, so what they can win as a subscriber, you can win a ticket on the wheel for the hats. We give away a hat once a month. It's not just a hat; it's an indoor farmer hat box, all kinds of goodies, and we're also doing a option for a game night ticket. Every Sunday we play game night, and if you win this, you can choose to use it as a game night ticket, which would either get you an extra game night spot on the wheel on the teams on game night, or you can play on your off week using a ticket. Thirdly, you can choose a swag pack from me. All right, back to the numbers, and Brenda has a question. How do I get on the wheel? You have to go to locals, Brenda, and there's a post at the top, just underneath of the pinned schedule, and you can like and comment that on that post, and I'll give you a number. I did not tag someone else. Someone else commented on, responded to your comments. And I replied to his reply. So to your point, I will reply directly to you. Good call. There we go. Back to, let's see, nobody. Perry was, wait, nobody's number 11. Perry's 12 then. Okay. All right. I'll probably do this for now until I get there. William, number 13. William Wallace. He stands 12 foot tall, and he shoots lightning out of his horse. Okay, it's the best I could do. Where's Jay? Where's UKJ when we need him? Brendra, number 14. Brendra Breiler, number 14. I should clarify for you ladies. And let's see. Brenda is number 15. Oops, Brendra, I typed a exclamation point for not a, let's see. Oh, let me just delete. Yes, delete, please. Thank you. 14. Got it. Brendra with a 14. Brenda V with a 15. Jess with number 16. Man, I tell you what, this has been nice. I don't like wearing sunglasses on screen, but my eyes feel very appreciative. These are actual sunglasses. Normally I have these other ones, but I'm blocking actual grow light and normal light too. So we got Margaret Jez, number 17. MJ's Baked Goods. Shouts out Miss Pearl. Timothy, number, what was it? 18. Number 18. Timothy Martin. Number 19. We got Sean Cook. Country boy, what's up, man? Go get yourself a number. Get yourself a number. Ronald B, we got number 20. Ronald B, number 20. That's the last one so far. I'll refresh the screen. Get in on it. Get in on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Anybody? Got Country Boy? Anyone else in the house? Dominic, you should sign up, man. You're in here all the time. You should come through. You don't even have to get in on a giveaway. Well, you don't even need the giveaways, I guess, since you're not normally getting in on them. I guess you don't care about such things. But we need to get you in the community, man. We're trying to get up to 100 people. If all my Facebook subscribers left the Facebook subscriptions and went to locals, I'd have up to almost to 100 by now. How do I get a number? Leslie, you have to go to locals. You got to go over to locals and comment on that top post that is the number wheel. It's a number post. Try not to type that in the post anymore, though, for certain reasons. Oh. And it looks like we'll have number 21 when Leslie gets on here. When on, 21. Margaret with the link. Go to theindoorfarmer.locals.com. Check it out. If you guys, some of you guys have been watching me for a year. I mean, look, there's a lot of creators out there that have subscriptions, right? And a lot of them are cheap even. But if you felt like you were entertained and you would like more of it, and not only more of it, but better, like the more people I can get in the community, the more I'm funded by my own fans versus getting some paid sponsors where I'm reading ads all the time. And I don't want to have to do that. I don't mind shouting people out. I don't mind game night. That's why I made game night. But those aren't paid sponsors. All those sponsors are throwing out prizes to you guys for their sponsorship. And I am, using that to leverage, try and get more people in the community. And it's great. I think it's a great thing. But if we could get more people in there, I mean, you literally pay for it just by trying to play in game night. It's done. It's over. You've gotten more back than you gave me, right? So consider it, guys. $2 a month, or you could pay for the entire year for $20, or you can even do 20. You can do the entire year on a pro membership of $5 a month, and you can actually type it in for the yearly, and you can change it to 60. It's not super easy. I know there's some people having some trouble right now, so I'm hoping that we can get everybody in there soon. Did I make the wheel? Gerald, let me, you know what? My bad. You should be on there too. I was rambling long enough. You and Country Boy should be on there. Gerald, okay. I see you. Country Boy, I'm not seeing you yet. Gerald got to be lucky number 21. Look at that, Gerald. That's what happens when you are patient. I don't know. Or when you come back. Or when you stay here. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You did get to number 21, though. That's badass. That's BA. Let's see if Country Boy's going to hop in here. We're waiting on the bullfrog. We're waiting on that country bullfrog to pop in here. Ribbit. You did comment? Well, I'm not sure where you commented. Let me look. You might have made a post. Let's go 9-2. Yeah, you commented on one that says from September. That's why I put the date in there. That's from September 29th to October 3rd. That's last week. You might be in your news feed. You have to actually go to the community itself. So if you go to the bottom where the communities button and go to, that should be probably the only one, mine and Sir Steve-O's. There shouldn't be too many on that list. go to my community. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you shouldn't add more. I'm just saying I don't think you're following more people over there. But yes, that's how you do it. Gabe, what's up, man? Yeah, I see your comment. It's just on an old. It's on a different one. We'll get you in there. You're gonna be number 22. I'm gonna put you in there because I know you'll do it. And plus, Country Boy Weeds is a sponsor. I mean, like he's helping in more ways than one. And shouts out to I'd like to keep you all in the loop. Everybody who is on my list of people who've won the CBW prize in the last few weeks. He's going to be mailing some things to me here soon, and I'll be shipping that stuff out to you guys. It's going to be some interesting exclusive products, so I'm super excited about that. 22 is going to be Leslie. Let me refresh. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Number 22. Okay. Shuffle it up. Oh, I mean to click that. I was moving too many. Confirm. Are you sure you want to switch to advanced mode? I don't think I need advanced mode. We're good. We're good with like good old regular, elbow grease mode. All right. What's up, Mr. Lopez? On the Rumble. Cheers, bro. Thank you. We've got awesome, lovely people on multiple platforms tonight. It's looking great for a Tuesday. Tomorrow's going to be We Grow Wednesday. Look, guys, I got to tell you, I do try getting guests on. I tried to get guests on, but it's not always easy until you get up there. So I can concentrate more on the show itself, making sure it's fun and entertaining and informative. So last week, I wasn't having a great day. So this week I'm going to try to make it more fun, and we're still gonna learn some stuff on We Grow Wednesday tomorrow night. But we're gonna maybe do something else. Maybe play some Can of Connect 4 for the audience. I didn't mean to do that. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Remember, you have insurance. You don't have to be here. I need to stop calling it hash and dash insurance. I don't really do hashtags much. Let's see. What else could we call it? Placeholder insurance. Let's see. Let's brainstorm. Let's workshop this, guys. Let's see some things in the comments. I like placeholder. Maybe placeholder without insurance, like paid spot in line. You're spotting. You've got a ghost man. The ghost man. You guys remember ghost men? You guys remember if you ever played like wiffle ball or baseball as a kid in like the yards where you use like a tin can as base one and this and that. But a ghost man on third, ghost man on whatever. A proxy. Ooh, I like that, John. I like the way you're thinking here. 15. Number 15, I think, is Brenda V. Shouts out to Brenda V. She, you know what, guys? She deserves it. She comes up on game night we didn't have game night last week, but she comes up on game night to help me keep things straight, keep all the points right, keep all the prizes on money with you guys. So I appreciate you, Brenda, and congratulations. Let me write this down. We'll go back to me. I'm going to remove the number. We're going to spin that 2 more times through the week. Let me see here. I wrote down. I forgot I did this. I wrote down. I quoted the person from Rumble from last night. It was the person's name was Bodacious Beavers Eaters Burlesque. They said more pathetic druggies in need of execution. Okay. Okay. I was like, can we elaborate on that? You know, I called her bootylicious beavers, and yeah, it was. They didn't give me anything in return. But yeah, I just realized looking at my notebook that I wrote that down. Review number 98. So guys, some of you might be owed some things from me as well. So I got to check out my list here. Michael Gray, I think you were in the house. You still got two things you can, two WTIF coins. I don't know, live market coins. I don't know. We could come up with some fun name for my prizes because they count for different things, right? So you can charge or like a ticket or a coin. I don't want to say ticket. I really don't want to say coin either. But anyway, we got Mama Rochi, we got Tasha Chapman, we got Diane, and we got Kristen, all owed WTIF prizes. And now we've got Margaret in there as well. I'm gonna put swag next to Margaret because that's what she wanted. It wasn't a regular giveaway. It was actually for everybody last night. We were feeling froggy, me and Sir Steve-O, and we decided to do a extra giveaway for the audience to try and get up to 30 people. And shouts out, you guys. I mean, we did it last night, and we gave it away, and ended up still going to not only a subscriber who goes to multiple platforms and helps me out in so many ways, but also a sponsor. So she definitely deserved it, and it was somebody that I was needing to get back to anyway with some swag. So it's a hell of a way to like balance the scales there. So now we got, today was the 8th, right? Today is the 8th. Today's the last day for my paid bonuses on my profile. You guys might think I sound snooty or something, but I got like $26 on there, $27. So it's not like it's not it's barely gas money, right? But think about it, I'm paying them for the blue check mark, so it's at least more than I pay them, right? And it's all because of you guys. It's all because of the engagement that I get. I try to do things that are funny on my profile, and I try to share interesting things and cool animals. And so I try not to steal people's stuff. I'll share their stuff. I don't do a bunch of screenshotting of other people's memes, and there's a lot of that stuff that sickens me, to be honest. No offense to all those that do, and they still get a lot of engagement. But I try to do either something original from my mind, or something I create, or I share something from someone else that I think is really cool, and I add to it, and I ask you, what do you think? Like those skunks video about the person that raised a like found a traumatized mother skunk that then gave babies or gave birth to a bunch of baby skunks and raised them all like they were a bunch of cats or something. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know about that, but I did share. I was like, what would you guys do? The flower food was made today. Okay. So that's what we're talking about. We're going to be getting some deliciousness from down in the swamps with the frogs. Bunch of bow weeds. What's up, Ted? Tedibles in the house. Tedibles in the house. What's up, man? Ted, you didn't get in on the number wheel. You got 2 more spins that you can get in on. You just have to figure out how to get yourself into locals. I know you're already a member. I think you might need to get a password or something. Oh yeah, let me write down. Tonight was Brenda V, number 15. Thank you. Okay, I'll write her down on my other list. Got lots of lists. Shouts out to Chris Fisher, the Purple Hairs Gardens. He did, he did have a pretty good show over on Girl Fam TV tonight. He had a hell of a crowd. So on the CBW side, we got several. We've got like a bunch, and we're going to take care of them. But that's what I was getting to, is that I keep the notes, guys. I keep my notes, even though my handwriting's not as good as it used to be. But I keep the notes, and I keep the dates. And if I'm missing something or if I mess something up, it's rare, and it makes things a lot easier to keep. I don't care if it takes me a couple weeks. Everybody gets whatever prize that they get from me. And for right now, until I get my a new vehicle, I'm thinking about leasing a brand new vehicle. I have options, right? And that's not a bad thing, but it's still a heavy decision to take on more debt when I don't. All I have right now is a home debt, is the mortgage, right? So I'm like, man, I really like not having a debt somewhere. You know what I mean? But a nice new car would be pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of decisions I have to make. Plus, I'm going to grab the old car, Trevor. We're going to grab Trevor and we're going to rape him for all he's worth. We're going to cut him apart. We're going to just chop him up. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to take off whatever parts that I can take off that are worth some money. We'll just leave it at that. Guess I didn't need to use the R word. I apologize. But Trevor was a good guy, and I think he'll give it up. I think he'll give it up nicely. I think he's just gonna be like, "Hey, do it to it, right?" Kristen, hello. Mr. Fisher is an awesome teacher. Yeah, he had a lot of his medicine drying there. Yeah, it was great. Come hag hunting in the Ark. Is that like down to the local bars or something? Evans, what's up? What's up, man? I think I saw you sent me a friend request. I apologize. I hadn't really talked to you that much, so I didn't look into it too deeply. But what are you all about, man? Tell me, give me your spiel. Like we're kind of in the after show now. I might do another dab. I do actually have the Dab and Dragon still heated up, which I forgot to shut off. So why not? Little nightcap. Just me in the house, me and the dog, who's a freaking escape artist. Mia was a perfect name for my dog, you guys. MIA is how I like to think of it. She's always missing in action. She literally is escaping the yard now when she could have been doing this the whole time, but I thought she was good. I thought she was cool with it, but then she's just been bored, I guess, wanting to get out. Taking her on a walk isn't enough. Oh yeah, I'm gonna scrap the shit out of Trevor, but I'm not gonna pay someone $100 so they can scrap him. You just got that, Alex? So that's how I always named her that, because she actually used to get out of the yard when she was little. She would find ways to get out, and then I shored up the spots that she got out, and then she just kind of didn't worry about it until recently, and suddenly my neighbors on both sides are texting me once a day. She's out again. Like, and there's not much I can do except try and buy giant fences and do like I'm gonna get a dog runner, like a run line or whatever you call it, and I'm gonna run that across my yard somewhere. Good night, Jess. Right, Brenda? It's like MIA. Okay, we'll find you in a bit. Thanks for calling my name. Yeah, I really appreciate that. No problem. No problem, Evans. You got to realize I get a lot of friend requests, and if I haven't interacted with you a lot, I just wait on that. I'm like, okay, if it's somebody who comes to the show like you did here, or I see you interacting in the community or whatever it is, I try to be careful about those kinds of things these days. Try to be careful. That's all you can be on these interwebs. And that's why I have the paid bonuses while others are getting restricted. It's not necessarily about people, reporting you, because I'm sure people report me. I'm sure people report me, but you know what? I don't I don't I don't not think I'll ever have those things happen to me, but I'm also not scared or worried about them because guess what? We're internet wide, baby. We ain't just on a one place. We're not a single platform audience. Pretty sure that I've got at least 10 or 20 of my loyal viewers, not just subscribers, but viewers who do go to multiple platforms. You didn't know that's why I named it? Yeah. Well, I just thought huskies are known to escape, and I knew that when I got her, and so I thought Mia, and also that was her. I want to say that was her name when I bought her because she was a couple weeks old, and later on, in hindsight, I believe I actually bought her from a puppy mill, and I didn't know what a puppy mill was actually at the time. Has anyone else heard about puppy mills out there? Trash Panda, what's up? Um, yeah, Evan, yeah, bro, come through again, man. We'll see if we can get you into the community, get you into some. I do a bunch of things for my subscribers, but I also do some giveaways for people who are not subscribed. Make sure you come and check out Wednesdays. Definitely going to have a really nice giveaway tomorrow night. It's going to be a extra special giveaway. You might say a double giveaway within a single giveaway. I'll try to tease it a little bit. It's going to be an extra big Grow Fan box, we'll call it. Yeah, puppy mills are awful. I didn't really know about them until I got into that. I was like, why did I not? People are like, well, did they let you go in and see where the puppies are kept and stuff? Like, well, no, but it was kind of during COVID, and I like understand. But I was also going into this area where it was near the Amish country in Illinois, and evidently it's known for having puppy mills, which I didn't know at the time either. And so there's a whole lot of things that come together after the fact. That's like, oh, okay, that's probably a puppy mill. The lady didn't actually live at the house that she had me meet her at to get the puppy, So like it's like probably a lady who was facilitating this for other people to like keep them from getting in trouble. I don't know what was going on, but yeah. So Miss Mia was basically caged up, I think, for most of her first couple weeks. Well, thank you, Kristen. You're right. You're right. You won't be sorry. Can't be everything for everybody, but you stick around me long enough, and you might just like what I'm about. Puppy Mills tried rescuing a rot from one. Big mistake. Ooh, yeah, especially if they get too big or too old, too mature in a puppy mill, because then they're very traumatized. So back to my point was that I think her name was Maya or something, and I call her Mia, and like MIA. I don't remember actually now. I'm having a hard time recalling if I named her Mia or if it said that on the site. I think it said it on the site. I actually got her for a deal. They had all of the puppies labeled 1,500. These were all huskies, right? $1,500 US, and hers was labeled $1,050. And so I called and was like, "What? Well, like, is there something wrong with her? You know?" And she was like, "Well, what do you mean? Like, well, why is she so much cheaper than the other ones?" And the lady was like, "You could have heard a pin drop, you guys. You could have heard a pin drop. I could hear like the sweat drop off her forehead." She was like, She goes to check, and it's a typo. It was a typo. The five, someone had typed it Wrong with the 5, one spot over. Why can't I think of the word for the spot? One place over. Anyway, yeah, it was like, well, okay, so is this going to be false advertising, or am I going to get a deal here? We came to we came to an agreement. I wasn't trying to be that big of a dick. I know some people probably would, but I was so I think she ended up giving her to me for I think 1350 or 1300 or something like that. So I definitely made sure I got a discount, right? A decimal place, you think, even in words? Huh. I'm not sure if that's what that would be for words, but maybe. I think you're still better. It's closer than what I was at. Decimal, Tim or Ted agrees. Okay. Tim and Ted. Tim and Ted agree. We've got two two Tims or two T's, Tim and Ted. They both agree. Okay. Dab time. Cheers. Say what? Country boy? Say what? All right. Let me finish up this dab and clean her out, and then I'm probably going to wrap it up. Man, been a great episode, guys. Clearly could not get out of the house this week to go see something cool, but I'm hoping to get out there and do some awesomeness for next week. We'll find out. I'm thinking about getting Trevor 2.0, but there could be some known problems with Traverses. I don't know. Cat trying to eat you? Oh, man. I don't see Bean. Timing chain, John. I think so too, man. I'm thinking so too. I'm gonna have it towed back to my house tomorrow. I have the space. It's not gonna hurt anything sitting where it is in the driveway. So, you know. Yeah, just kidding, man. Yeah, I know you wouldn't give up your fur babies or your scaly babies or your honey babies, whatever you got. Yeah, much love, Ted. If y'all have not hit the like button yet, please do so. And consider going over to locals and signing up. We got to have a little home base, a little place away from all the apps, all the drama, all the this and that. That's what locals is, away from the scammers, away from everything. If there's a scammer in my locals community, they're out. I've never seen, an issue on inside the community, on the app, on the website. Awesome. Well, thanks again, everybody. Just have to wipe this out, so I guess I'll stay on for a minute. If you're watching on Rumble, hit that Rumble button. And guys, if you're watching on Facebook but you have Rumble, remember this, if you could, please. When I make the event and you see the event come up on Facebook, you can actually, before the show, if you want to help me out, you could go over to Rumble. It has a placeholder video playing, and it's basically live already where you can comment and you can hit the like button. You can hit that Rumble button over there hours before the show even starts. So it would be helpful in the future for anybody that wanted to make those rounds, you could do it before the show starts, you know? I think it's awesome so that you don't have to jump away from the show as long, you know? Can't do that on X. You have to still wait until that goes live, but awesome. Well, it's been a great show, but I've got lots to do and lots to see. Go check out last night's show if you haven't yet. See the new grow table that I got going on. I'm so excited about that, getting that going. I still got to get a timer set up on the light. It's looking awesome though. It's looking good. So if you could hit the like button, go check me out on Locals. Have a good night, guys. Remember, the review show is all fun and games, but it's not always about entertainment. It's about that connection that we have of doing something yourself and becoming more self-reliant on things. And so we go and review small businesses and, you know, restaurants and events and all kinds of different things. So it's a good one. Have a good night. Peace, everybody.